So, hi Capricorn, my name is Chris and this is your reading for November. And the first card flips out, Celtic Cross, center of your reading, King of Pentacles, beautiful Earth energy, Taurus energy. Yeah, let's just see what the crossing energy is, a new consciousness, and you're totally manifesting it, whatever it is. Foundation. An old chapter is ending, the new chapter is already here, and it's the sword energy. So yeah, there's something completely over, an old way of thinking. You're using your mind wisely. That's nice. Meditation, letting something sink in, processing something. Past energy is the Sun card, but why not? It still shines, the sun, beautiful. Cooperation, Three of Pentacles. Working together with good people. You're already in a pretty good Pentacles position here. You're manifesting everything that you want. And now it's time to cooperate with people who pretty much do the same, right? And you're coming from a very rested, stable mindset, right? That's the Ace of Swords, beautiful energy, and the Four of Swords. So peace of mind, 70 with the King of Pentacles. Here the sun is already shining. And this is an old version of yourself. Insecurities, a darker version of yourself. You're basically standing on the grave of the old version of yourself, right? So let's just see where this is going. Yeah, your energy, you're kind of looking back to that old chapter, that old version of yourself. So you're still processing emotional wounds, yeah. The World card, this is totally over, that's beautiful. The World card and the Ten of Swords. So there's an old chapter here. And you're still mourning it a little bit. But if you just lift your head, right, and just smell the flowers, look around, there are so many possibilities. There are good people you can work with. And look at you, you're in a pretty good position. If you really count your blessings, right, just look around and think, hey, actually I created something. And actually it's really good. By the way, the sun is here. You got this new idea, this new approach, maybe this new way of seeing yourself. And every now and then you might look back and think, oh my God, that was hard. Oh my God, a few cups got spilled. Oh my God, there's this old version of myself. And that looks like suffering, right? But this is ending. So the way you approach the world is different now. You approach the world as the King of Pentacles with this new idea, very much resting within yourself. And it's okay to look back every now and then and be a little, how do you say this, you know? Yeah, sad, it's just sad. I mean, the Five of Cups is sadness, right? But I say this again and again, there's one of these cups that fell down, right? So 3 cups got spilled, right? But one has a green liquid in it, so one was poisoned. So the universe has this kind of way of knocking over 3 cups, right? If it thinks one is poisoned, right? And maybe the universe, maybe yourself weren't sure what cup was poisoned. So the universe just knocked over 3 cups. But there's this bridge in the background and you're going to a better place emotionally. And actually, if you just, if you're looking into the past and you think, oh my God, that was hard. Reminder, that which was hard is over. The sun is already shining and you're in a wonderful position and you got so much, disengage from conflict, disengage from looking back in anger, because there's the Ten of Cups and that's the outcome. That's the, Six of Swords, bottom of the deck. Outcome, Ten of Cups. Happiness, joy, a happy home. Yeah, Queen of Cups underneath, the Six of Swords. I mean, it's the end of, I say this again and again, I'm going to say this in every reading, because it is such a freaking big seismic shift that we are going through as humanity, as a collective, right? And it trickles down in every reading that I do. This is the November reading. It's just, you know, everywhere, right? There's this kind of dark chapter, and there is an old version. There's an old version of ourselves that is just an old idea, an old way of thinking about ourselves and the world, and it's totally over, right? It's totally over. But there is, you already in your power, right? World card is a different way of engaging with the world, a new start, so to speak, in terms of how you engage with the world. Cooperation on the same level, on eye level. So it's not this hierarchical, you know, who's the boss and who's telling who what to do kind of approach, which used to be the norm, right? But there are 3 people on eye level. Everybody brings his own unique talents, and they're building a cathedral, right? That's wonderful. That's kind of the great work, right? But on eye level, not on this effed up hierarchy thing. But in the old paradigm, in the old chapter of your life, that is definitively over. You were probably dealing with a lot of narcissistic abuse and toxic people, right? And when we deal with toxic people, how do you say this? There's a reason why they are attracted to, and this is an empath channel, right? To empaths like us, right? Because sometimes we feel like we're not good enough, right? And we always dim our lights for other people and for ourselves too sometimes, right? We shouldn't do that, right? There's a new consciousness here. There's already the 9 of Pentacles clarifying the 10 of Swords. So this new chapter, everything looks fantastic here, right? You're already there. And the only way that old chapter has still a grip on you is if you look back and if you watch that sad movie, or if you listen to that sad song, or if you know, bathe yourself in anger and resentment and all that. But you learned something through that dark chapter of your life. There's the Ace of Swords, a new consciousness, and clarified by the Hierophant. You are destined to be that person, right? The King of Pentacles. There's the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the King of Pentacles. From your old chapter, it's almost like you're just using that old chapter, whatever stuff happened, right? Looks pretty dark, actually. But there's you're using that as soil to grow your garden in, right? And if you keep your cool, if you rest within yourself, if you do not allow your mind to focus on negative stuff, right? And you feel what you feel, right? I'm not telling you, not toxic positivity, right? I'm not telling you to punish yourself for feeling what you're feeling. If you're sometimes sad, and sometimes you're sad, period. That's okay. But be wise enough not to stay there. And I think you got so much going on, so much good stuff to focus on and to concentrate on and to direct your energy to. And that's the Four of Swords. Again, clarified. This is the second time the King of Pentacles shows up. Beautiful energy. So just count your blessings, really, and wake up. Yeah, come out of your shell. The sun is shining, right? Resentment, pain, darker chapters of your life, they are over. 4 of Wands clarifying the Three of Pentacles, also very beautiful combination here. The universe is pretty much inviting you to come out, wake up from that attachment to whatever went wrong, right? Emotional attachment. And then there's the Judgment card, right? You're waking up from that. And come back to the here and now. Come back to the moment and create your life. The Queen of Wands, clarifying the World card. And the Queen of Wands is also very practical energy, right? 2 times the King of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands is also using her passion to manifesting something out into the real world. Earth energy, that's your energy. Yeah, and whoever tries to... There are narcissists out there, yeah? It's not just like they're only good people. You're going to meet the narcissist in many different forms, right? That's just how it is, right? But keep your cool, right? That's the Four of Swords. Second time we see the Four of Swords. So if I see the bigger Two of Swords, the big card deck Four of Swords is clarified by the King of Pentacles. Here the Four of Swords is clarifying the Seven of Swords. So you're going to meet the narcissist. To say this again, you're going to meet toxic people in different forms, right? You meet them again and again till you learn your lesson. But you did learn your lesson. Definitively learned your lesson. Hierophant clarifying the Ace of Swords. And you're in your power. And your power lies within your inner peace, your peace of mind. And there are toxic people who try to destroy your peace of mind. There are 2 ways in which you can destroy your peace of mind. Taking the bait of toxic people who try to trigger you out of your peace of mind, who try to, entangle you in some sort of drama, who try to, engage you in some sort of conflict, right? Or make you worry, make you feel bad about yourself, right? Lower your frequency, that's their game. Do not take the bait. These are the people out there, right? And that's you. And you protect your inner peace and you have healthy boundaries. And if you're surrounded by people in wherever you go, with people you don't like, well then be smart about it. And go home to your 10 of Cups, right? Because you don't need these people in your life. And they only thrive if you give them their attention, if you give them your focus and your energy. So do not do that. You're 2 times the King of Pentacles, the sun is shining, there are good people around it. And whenever there are toxic people, just let them be toxic. Don't give them your energy. And again, there's this is your energy. You're waking up. You're lifting your head up again, right? That's just posture, right? But it's emotional posture, so to speak. So you're not looking down. Oh my God, these cups. What I've been through and what happened, and you're waking up and literally lifting your head to see and realize your blessings. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the big deck is the Six of Swords. So you're there. You're actually there. The sun is shining and you're not going to change the world, right? Do not try to change other people. Forget it. Try to change yourself and try to love yourself. Try to respect yourself and just work with what you've got. Abundance mandala. I mean, we got 2 times the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, number 30. 37 is also a very beautiful number. Abundance mandala, prosperity. As you meditate upon this beautiful mandala, notice how it is pulsating energy. Draws your attention to its light-filled center. Feel the frequencies and colors flow through your body, mind, and soul. Life is magical. Every moment is brimming with creativity and potential. Be mindful of the enchantment around you. Feel the light and life force within you. Imagine your energy embracing the entire world. Keep your focus on whatever you are doing at the present point in time. Abundance is yours. Believe this and begin to see opportunities surrounding you. The energy of creation is inexhaustible. It is forever within you and around you. The universe is listening. Why not speak to her? The universe loves you. Why not accept her love? The universe is inside you. Why journey far away? One breath and you're here. So come back to the here and now. Work with what you've got where you are right now. And you got everything going for yourself. This is how it ends, right? Discernment, making wise and right decisions that make sense for you, not that make sense for other people. There will always be toxic people trying to talk you out of your knowledge or your discernment. King of Swords, 10 of Cups. There's your rainbow, there's your happy ending, there's your abundance, good people surrounding you. Don't, two ways in which someone can, two ways in which your energy can lower in frequency. If you take the bait of the narcissist, of other people who try to tell you some story about how you're not good enough, that's BS, right? So healthy boundaries, focus on yourself, and then don't watch that sad movie again. Don't listen to that sad song again, right? Lift your head, do some workout, go for a walk, do some sports, work. You got work to do. There's King of Pentacles here. You need to do something in order to get all of this abundance, but you're in that mindset already, and it's a very beautiful reading. You're totally manifesting this potential of the Ace of Pentacles here. Beautiful. Move and the way will open. There you go. And the World card, so that you have to, other people is a good idea. To meet other people, and you're going to meet the narcissist in different forms. Yeah, you're going to meet, you need to work with other people, find good, reliable, reasonable people to work with. But when it comes to company outside of work, there's this quote here: it is better to be alone than to be in bad company. Right? Which is not necessarily a contradiction. Working with people who are worthy, right? And, they're disengaged from toxic people. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, you don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Let's just keep it there. It's pretty straightforward. Beautiful energies. And if they resonated with you, share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about it. And hopefully see you next time. Now, goodbye, my friend. Ciao.